So today we are doing an after boil stew, which is like everything from the crawfish boil that we had yesterday that was left over. Lots of stuff. At the end of it, I'll explain a little bit more. So here we go. I've got all these crawfish tails and all this stuff from the boil that nobody ate yesterday. I'm gonna get it prepped up. And all this stuff has to be chopped into smaller pieces. I'm gonna take all these shells and make a stock. My friend told me to use the vegetables for the stock, but they're pretty overcooked already, so I think I'm just gonna use the shells and make a stock with that. I know this seems kind of gross, but this is how you make your stock. Boil all this and then I'm gonna strain it. And so I got some assistance because and at this point I'm chopping all these up into bite-sized pieces, cleaning off all the outside of the onions, getting everything chopped off, taking all the corn off the cobs, chopping up all the sausage, getting all the garlic squeezed out of these pods. That's what's next. We're gonna chop these up into smaller bite-sized pieces, even these the cooked onions. We got these mushrooms that we boiled, and we're gonna chop those up into small pieces. And now I got about 5 or 6 corn on the cobs that we boiled, and I'm just gonna get a butcher knife and slice down the side of them, get all that off. We got that stock boiling good. I'm gonna cut the stem off on both sides and squeeze all of the garlic out of the center. All you gotta do is squeeze all that garlic out. This is how people make garlic confit. Or cook garlic like this, but that's not what we're using it for. And I'm gonna have to chop up all these potatoes into bite-sized pieces also. Chopping up all these potatoes, and I'm trying to take the peelings off of them as I go, because my mama don't really like peelings in her potatoes, but some of them got a little bit left on it. I chopped up all this sausage that we had in the boil, but this is all we have left. So I have a packet of andouille in the freezer. I'm gonna have to take that out, cook it down, and use that because I need more for this stew. All right, y'all. This recipe's taking a while. I still got all of these to peel. I'm gonna cover this up because I just finished chopping all of it. I'm covering this and put it in the fridge until I'm ready to use it. This has been boiling for quite a while, so I'm gonna cut it off and let it cool so we can strain it. And I strained all my stock really good with a very small strainer, and I got that in the fridge for now. This part here is gonna be optional, y'all. I boiled 9 eggs. It doesn't matter how many, and I'll show you what you're gonna do with those later. Now I'm browning up a link and a half of andouille. Now I'm gonna take all these out and set them on the side and strain them. Basically, you're gonna cook this through until it's dark or until your hands feel like they're gonna fall straight off of your arm. In a separate pan now, I melted 2 sticks of butter, and I got my Cajun Trinity, which is celery, onions, and bell pepper. And I'm gonna cook this down until all these are tender. Right now, I'm going to take this pan with my butter and all my vegetables, dump it in the bottom of this pot, and then I'm going to get some help in a second to scrape this roux into there, and we're going to cook them together. I took all my eggs and halved them. I put the yolks in the refrigerator to use later, and I'll show you. We're going to put that in the stew at the very end. Take that whole roux and scrape it into the pot.
Say what?
I'm talking to the video. Scrape this into the pot with your butter and vegetables. Went ahead with a ladle, and once I cooked that for a little bit, put some seafood stock in here, and I'm just gonna keep adding it and keep stirring it and letting it get thicker, and just see, you know, see how I feel about it in a few minutes. Okay, we switched pots back into my momo's pot, and we're gonna get this up to a low boil. Okay, I've already put that extra sausage that I cooked in there, and I'm just gonna go ahead at this point, put all the stuff from the boil in it. It's simmering, and I'm going to put all these crawfish tails in it. This is a lot of crawfish tails. Oh, this is going to splash. And I'm going to mix it up. Okay. Oh my God. This is going to be delicious. I'll let this cook for about 15 minutes on low, well, a little bit higher than low. And at the end, I'm gonna throw in the eggs, and then we're gonna carry this to my mama's house. All right, y'all, remember those eggs? I took the yolks out just because I don't really like that. Anyway, mix your egg whites into this stew. And just gentle, not, you know, don't break them. Heat everything up together. All right, well, y'all gotta excuse me. It's 100 degrees outside in Louisiana right now. I've also been working on this stew for about 6 hours now. So I just wanted to say that this is the way that Janelle Folse, who is a chef and the wife of the owner of the company that we fish for, the Crappie Psychic, whatever. I hate saying crappie, it's a sacrilege, but anyway, she's a chef. She's really good at it, and she taught me how to compartmentalize all the ingredients so you don't overcook your crawfish and make them rubbery. You put them in at the end, and also to cook the, you know, like you use the vegetables and all the stuff from your bowl separately and put those in at the end because you don't want to overcook and make everything mushy. So anyway, we don't measure every single thing here. We just kind of go with our gut, you know. So if you have any questions, I will try to answer them. But so I'll show you in just a minute what it looks like when we serve our plates, because I'm at the end of it. As you can see, I'm dirty, I'm sweaty, I probably stink. It's whatever at this point, but it's gonna be delicious.
All right.
Serve it up.
Oh no. Yeah, I think a spoon would be better.
Yeah, you have a spoon. It's kind of like a stew, like a soup, like a, not quite like a gumbo.
Stew.
Yeah.
Anyway, watch how many eggs you put in there.
1.
There we go. Do you approve? Very good.
Ça, c'est bon.